your statewide forecast.
Welcome back, folks. As we were talking about at the beginning of Arkansas Today, this was something that we were expecting to come into our Friday, wrapping up the work week and heading into the weekend. Some rainfall, but also something else in the forecast. But I wanted to do something special. I turned on a graphic here that is overlaying radar returns and also temperatures, because as we could see frozen precipitation falling in North Arkansas, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's sticking. You've got to look at more than just the surface here. And you notice that we've got temperatures in the mid-30s, but also getting some reports of a little bit of sleet, and also in the highest elevations out in northwestern Arkansas, especially in portions of Searcy and Newton counties, some freezing rain that has accumulated, but staying on that very light glazing side. Even had a couple reports earlier this morning in Mountain Home, some freezing rain there. That's where our coldest temperatures are located. Notice those are around freezing, maybe just below it. They just warmed up a touch there as we roll into this afternoon. And elsewhere across the state, just a good cold rain, something that we're pretty accustomed to now with these types of marginal systems that have been coming through week after week here in Arkansas, with those temperatures getting close to cold, but not cold enough to produce anything else but just that cold rain. Now, I want to move along here with forecast track because we're not done with this system just yet. In fact, we're going to see a little bit of rainfall continuing to move through the state this afternoon, but I'd say around 6 o'clock, we're going to have a little bit of a break starting to establish itself across the majority of the state. Still North Arkansas, we're going to keep the rain ongoing with periods of where you may not have anything occur, but more off than on. Now, we notice out west, we still haven't had the system move in yet, so that's where the bulk of the shower activity starts to arrive, and that'll be overnight tonight. Now, watch closely with the temperatures here. Notice that they're actually warming a little bit because the warm front is actually going to be lifting through the state. And in doing so, that's going to kind of help secure any odds of seeing any type of winter weather here in the rest of the state. Like I said, the top two rows of counties have consistently been the problematic area at best with that marginal setup that we've had going on here. Now, by Saturday at 7 a.m., temperatures still above freezing. We're just looking at good old-fashioned cold rain all across the state. So as we work our way into this weekend, we're going to start seeing less of the ability for frozen precipitation to occur and the more likelihood of rain statewide as readings will continue to climb as we go into the afternoon hours. Now, as the core of the system works its way out of the state, we'll have a little bit of wraparound moisture Saturday evening, but we get it out of here for Sunday. Notice we may start the day with breaks in the cloud cover, temperatures in the 30s and 40s, but we'll continue to add cloud cover as a weak system kind of drops in. This one, though, is not really going to bring rainfall, but just more or less cloud cover to the forecast. So you may notice this graphic. We've been using it. I've not changed it. We're keeping the top two rows of counties in that wintry mix category, rain being the biggest accumulation, but overall freezing rain staying that on the light side, as well as sleet. Snow, I had to drop that down to just a dusting. It doesn't look like we're even going to get cold enough for that to occur across hardly any part of the state. But I don't want to forget about the rest of Arkansas, anywhere from 1/2 to 1.5 inches in northeastern section of the state. Now, this is just rain. That's what the accumulations are referring to. Little Rock, the same case there down in South Arkansas, 1/2 to maybe 1 inch. So be mindful of that over the next 24 to 36 hours. That's a look at your statewide forecast. Let's check out what's happening a little closer to home.